Hi everybody, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop1970. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, this is it, ladies and dudes. This is the biggest moment that all of you have been waiting for. I'm gonna tell you about my top 5 most favorite songs that I frickin' enjoy from Love Never Dies. So here it is, ladies and dudes. Here are my top 5 favorite songs from one of the most greatest Broadway musicals of all time, called Love Never Dies, the sequel to the Phantom of the Opera. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's get this started. Okay, at number 5, I choose a song called Until I Hear You Sing Once More. Now, this is one of the best emotional songs that I ever heard in my life. And this is a song that's truly about where the Phantom still remains heartbroken even to this day, and he cannot stop thinking about his precious woman of his life named Christine Daae. And his only request that he ever wanted is that he really wants to hear his precious Christine to sing again once more, if he could find a way to see her again face to face after 10 long years had passed. And another thing I really love about this song is that the Phantom is trying to be a very truthful man. He doesn't want to fall in love with another woman for as long as he lives. The only woman that he really wants to fall in love with is with the most important person of his life. So let's just say the Phantom is such a very understandable character, and this is why we love this man so much. And I will say, for both Rami Karamu and Ben Lewis doing this wonderful song, I think they did a fantastic job with this tune. And I don't care which version is the best. I think both of them did very well. So anyway, I will say Until I Hear You Sing is one of the best emotional songs that you gotta listen to. And this is why I put it at number 5. Okay, number 4 is Devil Take the Hindmost. I really love this song. And this is one of the best rivalry or part revenge song that you gotta listen to believe it. And this is where the Phantom is gonna finally get his revenge on Ral for taking away his woman after 10 long years had passed. And thanks to his great idea, he made a deal with Ral. If one of them is gonna get Christine, if she's gonna sing or not. You know, if the Phantom wins, he really wants to hear his precious Christine to sing again. But if Ral wins, he needs to get Christine and his son Gustav out of Coney Island as soon as he can. And another thing I really love about this song is I really like the argument between the Phantom and Ral. You know, they're trying to say a different sentence when they're trying to look at each other face to face. After all, they do hate each other for so many years, and they really want to settle the score for good. I just want to say this is one of the most enjoyable songs that you gotta listen to. And as for the second half of the reprise of Devil Take the Hindmost, there was a part where Madame Jury's gonna sing a part of her own ways for the song. Well, if you listen to the second half very carefully, you'll know what her part of the deal is for Devil Take the Hindmost. But anyway, I just like the first one the best. So I decided to put Devil Take the Hindmost at the number 4 spot. Okay, for number 3 is one of the best rock and roll songs of all time, and it's definitely 10 times better than the original Phantom of the Opera song. Well, don't get me wrong, I do love the Phantom of the Opera song, but I will say the movie version is definitely much better. But anyway, for number 3 is Beauty Underneath. This is one of the best rock and roll songs of all time. And I will say the best part about this song is definitely the electric guitar feeling surrounded at the beginning of the song. It's very entertaining, it's very well done, and it's truly rock and roll! Oh, I think this is the song we should go for rock and roll for. My mistake. So anyway, there's so many cool highlight moments about this song I frickin' enjoy. It's not about, when the fam is gonna show Gustav some parts of the area of his theme park. Well, actually, this is a song about when the Phantom and Gustav are trying to get to know each other. If they'll ever be father and son. After all, Gustav does have the Phantom's bloodline in him. You know what I mean. Well, you gotta get to know the story a little bit more. But anyway, this is a really nice rock and roll song, and I really love it very much. And I do love the beauty, the beauty underneath scene. It was one of the most epic scenes that I had ever seen in the whole entire play. It is so darn unique, it's so darn rare. I love the props, I love the people who play the characters, and most of all, I love the part where the Phantom became a big kid at heart at his own theme park. It's such an enjoyable scene, and the most enjoyable song to listen to, so you gotta watch Beauty Underneath to believe it. It is such a great song and a great scene. So this is why I put it at number 3. Okay, at number 2 will be Once Upon Another Time. And this is a song about where the Phantom and Christine are trying to calm themselves down while they're going outside at the balcony and try to get some fresh air. And they were singing a song about, about what kind of chapters do they have after 10 long years had passed. As you may know, that Christine's story is that she is trying to move on and try to become a much better woman than before and try to start raising a family. While the Phantom's story is, ruling a theme park, and he still remains a heartbroken man even to this day. But I guess only one question remains. Will ever the Phantom and Christine's relationship will ever become whole again? If their story will ever move on to the next chapter. So I think I'll cut this short for this one, but it's really hard to say about this song, but all I could say about Once Upon Another Time, it's very sweet, very emotional, and it's a really nice song to listen to. So anyway, I decided to put that on number 2. Okay, ladies and dudes, the moment you all been waiting for, the number 1 best song that came from this wonderful Broadway show of all time called Love Never Dies. And I will say that this song may surprise you, and this is going to be one of the most shocking moments that you need to believe for yourselves. So anyway, my number 1 best song that came from Love Never Dies is the Beneath the Moonless Sky. I will say Beneath the Moonless Sky, Beneath the Moonless Sky is one of the most greatest songs of all time. It's very romantic, very lovely, very tragic, so forbidden, and most of all, one of the most sexiest songs that you gotta listen to believe it. And to tell you the truth is, there is so many stuff that I'm so frickin' surprised of when I listen to this tune. Okay, the song is really about where the Phantom and Christine's tragic reunion is about to begin. When the Phantom had finally shown up at the door, and Christine was frickin' shocked to see him again, face to face, and then she began to fade. The Phantom picked her up in his arms, putting her in the chair, and Christine snapped at him, and she was angry at him for making this ideal about that he's really dead, but he's not really dead, but he's still alive in some way. And then maybe somewhere around the near middle of the song, this is where the Phantom and Christine are thinking about their last and final memories when they seen each other face to face before Christine is going to get married to Raoul. And this is one of the most shocking moments that you gotta know to believe, is that the Beneath the Moonless Sky is really about when the Phantom and Christine are going to have sex. No, I'm serious, ladies and dudes. They did have sex. And you'll find out the reason why they did give birth to Gustav. This is one of the most shocking moments of all time. Yes, the Phantom and Christine did have sex. For real. And they did have a whole lot of lust feelings to each other while they were singing the song. This is one of the most best songs that did involve some lust. If you remember Hellfire from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, you know, when Frollo had a lust feelings to Esmeralda. And as for the other song that Rob Thomas made for his second solo record, Cradle Song, he did a song called Still Ain't Over You that does feature some lust in there. So, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, the Beneath the Moonless Sky is definitely a song that's all about lust. And you gotta listen to these lyrics very carefully. You know, when the Phantom and Christine are thinking about their last time seeing each other while they decide to make love. So yeah, it is pretty shocking and very surprising, but overall, I do love this song. This is one of the best songs I have ever listened to in all of Broadway history. So anyway, ladies and dudes, the Beneath the Moonless Sky deserves to be the #1 best song I have ever listened to from Love Never Dies. And that wraps up for my review, my special review of Love Never Dies, one of the best sequels out there in all of Broadway history. So anyway, ladies and dudes, that is my top 5 list, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'm sure that some of you are very surprised and shocked about what I told you about in my #1 favorite, so, it doesn't matter anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this list, and join me next time for 2 new videos to come. One will be my movie review of the Crocodile Hunter Collision Course, and the second one, I will do my next Unknown Questions video. And I guess my next Unknown Questions video is going to be the most darkest one I will ever do in my life. So anyway, I'll see you all later. Sayonara.